This is the Epic Gamer Boy 2 here, and today we're going to be doing a video called Why You Should Not Put Phones in Water Too Much, because I've actually done it a lot over the past, and there are some stuff that could happen. I mean, even though if you do it to iPhones that are iCloud locked, or another thing like iPhone 7s. Wait, the iPhone 7 is water resistant, but or if you do it to like a beat up iPhone condition iPhone 7 and newer or something like that, stuff like water damage and stuff could still happen, and today we're going to be explaining it for the video here, and I'll try my best to edit as much as I can, so without further ado, let's get started. Before that, I just want to tell you guys that the images I'm showing are just going to be for like examples and topics of it. If any of you guys are going to be, if I hear anybody saying anything in the comments saying that I stole those pictures from someone, I would say I'm only doing it for I'm only doing this for topics or anything. I hope it's not as stealing, cause I still need to, but I'll try to find like a thumbnail and everything. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Alright, guys. So many things can actually happen when an iPhone or like Android phone is water damaged. So yeah, I'll go through the iPhone. Well, I'm just gonna go through the iPhones in this video because Androids are like too much to talk about. Uh, so yeah. So here's what could happen. Oops, sorry. So here's what could happen. When an iPhone is water damaged, you can tell if you look closely at the picture here. You can see there's like vertical lines through here. And another thing is that headphones will. Another thing is that it'll think it's connected to headphones when it's in the water. Well, that actually happens for like most of the older iPhones, all the way up to the 6S. All the way up to the 6S. Yeah, because the iPhone 7 does not have a headphone jack. And yeah, stuff like this could also happen. By the way, I saved it. Yeah, another thing that can happen is that you can see these lines here. I've actually put in like an iPhone 6S in water before, and they actually did got lines on the screen. Like this one, as you can see. Well, I think this one is a bit older. And yeah. Okay, I think this is like a picture for the waterproof case, so hold on, let's move on to the next one. Alright, and through here you can see, another way to tell that if a phone is water damaged or not is by removing the... Hold on, oh yeah, it's by removing... You can see, look, you use a SIM-eject tool to take out the SIM tray, and that's another way to tell if an iPhone is water damaged or not. So, yeah. Alright guys, so this picture, as you can see here, is like an iPhone 10 or something. And I know the iPhone 10, or maybe even a 10s, but I know the iPhone 10 has an OLED display, but it can actually still get water damage if like past 30-something minutes. I'm not really a big fan of IP60-something resistant. And yeah, so here's another thing, like, you see so this is, okay, so look at this, for the iPhone 4S and older, you can see you can tell the water indicator are through here and through here. I mean, I could demonstrate this, I could show you guys with my phones, but it's hard to see for me. And another thing is that, I don't know, oh, LCI location. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Another way you can tell. This is for like iPhone 5s and newer. Yeah. I'll try my best not to show any personal pictures in here. And yeah. Oh look, this one looks like it was dropped in liquid. As you can see. I think a phone being dropped in liquid, ocean water, or pool water is even way worse. And yeah, I'll explain to more of the topics right now. So yeah guys, as I explained that sometimes when an iPhone or something is water damaged, the LCD could have some lines on the screen like it's ghostly. And then it'll just start boot looping. And then it will just start boot looping like the battery has been broken or anything. I've actually put it in an iPod Touch 4th Gen in water before, and and like after, I mean, it did survive at first, but then when I like unplug the charger, it just instantly dies. Like the battery's already broken on there, like the battery is weak on the iPod Touch 4. But yeah, but this is an iPhone 6 here, showing you guys that. I mean, I'm trying to show that you can see the water marks, and yeah. I mean, I don't know if I have any phones right now that is like water damage or anything for me to show, but hmm, but if I, but I keep but yeah. Guys, so here's another picture. This iPhone looks like it was being dropped into a pool. I think this is like an iPhone 6s Plus or something. Yeah. Yeah. As you guys can see that when it comes to like pool, when it comes to like swimming pool or an ocean, it gets even way worse. Cause here's why. So as you guys can see that as you guys can see that that this phone here has a bit of black shady going from like here to here. And you can see a bit of watermarks right there. I've actually taken an iPhone 4 to go swimming with me before, and it actually survived because I just jumped in the pool then hopped out immediately. I actually did that like a year ago, and I was like, still able to get the footage. But I mean, the only thing that's wrong with it is that the sound volume kind of cut out for a sec, and then after some hours later, it came back. So yeah. Oh, this is a picture of one of my iPhone 6 that I had a year ago. But this was not over water damage. This was because the screen I got was kind of cheap, and it just kind of destroyed the phone by not that big of a force. So, yeah. Hey guys, so we all know that the iPhone 7 is sort of, well, is water resistant. Like the iPhone 7, 8, and the 10 are like IP67, but the 10s and up is IP68. It, correct. Yeah, and but since these phones are like a few years old, they can still get water damage through from time to time. This is my old. Well, this is my previous iPhone 7. It had loop disease, and I water tested because I got another iPhone 7 that worked fully great with no issues and no sound issues. And yeah, stuff could happen like the home button like not being able to work. And you can see some water marks right there. Yeah, from time to time, stuff like this could happen. Another thing is that moistures can also get in the camera. Like I don't know, have a picture to show of that, but yeah, it's true that moistures can also get in the camera. And yeah. Now let's talk about the reasons of why you should not put phones in water too much. So, if any like for any for any like big tech YouTubers out there like seeing this video that for seeing this video, this is just to be safe or something, cause so yeah, stuff like all right, so whoops. So stuff could happen like I mean not only screens can have not only that lines can go on the screen. Let me see what else. Not only lines can go on the screen, but um let me think what else. Sorry if it's taking too long. Oh yeah, but not only that, but sometimes the screen can also touches itself, and then sometimes it might make like an amber. I mean, for I think for for like some Android phones that are like water damage, it might make like an amber alert sound that's like really well. Maybe it makes a sound that sounds like an amber alert, but it's not really an amber alert. With Yeah, but that has happened before. I've actually water tested like modern Android phones before, but those are like cheaper Android phone. But those are like cheap budget Android phones, and that has happened before. And yeah, and to be safe, yeah. I mean for any of the like bigger tech out there, I mean I would say water test videos are actually okay for them, but if you're but but for most people, mm, but I would say for like kids out there or any other guys, I would say do not put your phones in water on purpose or anything, because stuff could happen. Mm, oh yeah, cause a lot of stuff can happen like flickering, ghost touch, screen with lines, moisture in the camera, and 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 yeah, so maybe maybe I won't do it too much after filming this video, because I have done this a lot. So yeah, for any so yeah, so I mean I would say don't put your phones in water on purpose too much for the most times, because stuff can actually happen, and if you're like stuff could actually happen. And another thing is that if you is that sometimes when it touches itself, when it's water damage, it may call 911 by accident by triggering the power button too much, making making it trying to call emergency services. And that's another thing that's actually bad when you put your phone in water too much. So I would recommend like not to do that. And like I would recommend I would, and this is why you should not put phones in water too much. And another question I want to explain to you all, saying that are water damaged phones still fixable? Well, it kind of depends on what it is. Like if it's like if your phone is like dropped into like an ocean or a swimming pool, then it'll be hard to fix, cause the swimming pool has chemical waters and the ocean has salt waters, and those may damage electronics and stuff, and those may damage electronics and stuff. Hmm. Yeah, and hmm, yeah, which means I could make it hard to fix. I'm I mean, there's this one time when it was actually like last Christmas. I had like an iPhone SE first gen. I took it to the beach with me for fun and stuff. But then but then I kind of dropped it into like my. I then dropped it into the ocean, and then it got water damage and started doing weird stuff. Oops. But oh god, please don't show any ads. Oh, but yeah. And then I mean, at the end, it was still like not fixable, which did suck and stuff. So, yeah. So I think this is all I can really say for this video, saying why you should not put phones in water too much and stuff like that. And if you're gonna be like, why or anything, then then just watch this whole video of me explaining it and stuff. And oh, and if you have and if anybody and if you guys have any like iPhones that are like iCloud locked, or Android phones that are Google locked, or MDM or MDM locked iPhones, or like iPhones with bad baseband, maybe I would say just maybe, I don't know, depending on what phone it is, like I don't know, depending on like what phone it is, just just also like don't put it in water too much because it can do weird stuff. And the worst thing is that it can call 911 by touching itself, which is another big problem. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for this video here. Hope you guys like this video. Don't make sure to like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.